This is ABC7 News at 5:30. Your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Welcome back. A pilot program launched this year to help ease the traffic in Venice and create more parking spaces is coming back. The trolley program ran from January to April, and city officials say a study shows it was successful. ABC7's Christopher Brantley is joining us now with more on these findings. Christopher.
When it hit the road earlier this year, riders were quite enthusiastic.
Oh, it was great, really great, and the driver was really kind and friendly and gave us a guided tour, so it was excellent.
While comments like that from a rider we met named Ann are positive, they are not what the Venice Traffic Task Force was looking for.
They're taking rides on it. They like it very, very much, but it is not achieving what we want to achieve.
The trolley was put into place to help eliminate a lack of parking in downtown Venice. The trolley made stops at off-site parking lots on its way to Sharkey's and other hotspots, but not everyone knew it wasn't just for sightseeing.
We went down to the beach and then around and then down to another beach.
For those that did park downtown, the study says Venice only has a perceived parking problem. If consumers can't park 30 feet away from the store they want to enter, they won't go, and they'll blame traffic.
I don't think we did a very good job of notifying people that the trolley was there.
While the trolley hasn't been on the road in months, a study just released says there were 118 riders on average per day, far less than Venice's mayor was hoping.
The ridership wasn't as heavy as I would have liked to have seen, but I think we also had some very positive comments from the people that rode it.
Some may take issue with the price tag. For just a few-week run earlier this year, the bill was $70,000. Next year, taxpayers are expected to pay the same, although the mayor hopes to bring in businesses who can help offset some of the costs.
It is a benefit to them to be able to have people come into the business without having to drive around looking for a spot. So we need to engage them and see if they'll chip in for the trolley.
That study was just released over the weekend. Among the other things, it says that Venice should consider running the trolley again next year. And that trolley is set to begin in January. The number of candidates hoping to be the next superintendent of Sarasota County Schools is getting smaller. Last week, an advisory committee voted to recommend 8 candidates to the school board for further consideration. One of those 8 candidates is Todd Bowden, the executive director of Career, Technical, and Adult Education for Sarasota County Schools. The incoming superintendent will replace Lori White, who's retiring in February. The school board will discuss the search at its meeting tomorrow. Meanwhile, the Manatee County School Board will focus on its budget at a special meeting tomorrow. The school board is expected to approve its final budget, which is just under $700 million. The board adopted a tentative budget in July. If they sign off on the 2016-2017 spending plan tomorrow, it will be the 3rd time in a row the Manatee County School District meets the state-mandated amount of money in the fund balance. A big part of budget decisions in both Manatee and Sarasota counties involves spending on security. Today, school security is a precise and high-tech operation with staffs in both counties monitoring thousands of cameras 24 hours a day. But as funding on a state and national level ebbs and flows, some say more still needs to be done. Tonight on ABC7 News at 7, we take a look back at where school security has been and where it's going, including controversial debates like arming teachers on school campuses.
My position has always been, bringing more guns onto our schools is absolutely not what we need to do. There's no evidence at all to suggest that that's an effective means to keep our schools safe.
It's always better for the person to try and protect themselves than to wait for a secondary source to come because they just can't get there fast enough.
For the full story, please join us here at 7 o'clock for our new hour-long 7 p.m. newscast. Tonight, 2 big rivals in Manatee County will go head-to-head. The Palmetto Tigers and Manatee Hurricanes will play at Hawkins Field at 6 o'clock tonight. They were set to play last Friday, but the game was canceled because of Tropical Storm Hermine. Manatee won by the skin of their teeth last year, so it's always going to be a good game. We'll bring you the highlights right here on ABC7 News at 11. And of course, we want to know about kickoff forecast. So let's head over to Steve, who's in for Bob tonight.
There's the rub. We've got some storms on our doorstep. They're going to be around a while. They've been coming in from the I-4 corridor, spreading southward toward the Suncoast. We also had some storms down in Charlotte County, southern Sarasota, but another batch is developing, heading down that way toward Port Charlotte. But the ones we're concerned with right now have a lot of lightning spreading over the Tampa Bay area. If you're heading at the Sunshine Skyway, you might want to hold off just a little bit, as a fairly good storm is heading in that direction. And one storm with a lot of lightning is spread south from Dover to Parrish into Lakewood Ranch, and it's going to be in the area for the next couple of hours. But if you'll notice, if we change the angle, this particular storm is staying east of the I-75 corridor. It's this one coming out of Tampa Bay that gives us a better chance of rain in Palmetto and Bradenton and Sarasota later on. We take a look at the chance of rainfall for the rest of this evening. It's up 40% until 11 o'clock, and then we'll be dry not only tonight, but for 2 more days. Our complete weather forecast coming up in a few minutes. Haley?
Thank you, Steve. Now to a developing story in Israel. Israeli emergency services say 2 people have now died in a building collapse in Tel Aviv. A 4-story parking garage that was under construction collapsed earlier today. 17 people were wounded. 1 person is in critical condition. Rescue teams are looking for several people who could still be under the rubble. President Obama is now the first sitting U.S. president to visit the isolated Southeast Asian nation of Laos. He arrived in the capital late Monday for a 3-day visit that's meant to close a dark chapter in the shared history between the 2 countries, and he hopes to rebuild trust. President Obama flew into Laos from China, where he attended the Group of 20 Economic Summit. There, he was asked about, of all things, Colin Kaepernick, who refused to stand for the Star-Spangled Banner before the San Francisco 49ers preseason games. The NFL quarterback says he is protesting police violence against African Americans. President Obama says he's glad that Kaepernick engaged in the democratic process.
I think he cares about some real, legitimate issues that have to be talked about. And if nothing else, what he's done is he's generated, more conversation around some topics that need to be talked about.
Kaepernick's protests have spurred outrage from many and support from others. There is growing concern about amusement ride safety this holiday weekend. 2 incidents are now under investigation, just the latest in a string of carnival accidents making headlines this summer. ABC's Elizabeth Herr is telling us what analysts say is usually behind these mishaps.
A dozen people, mostly children, recovering from 2 fare accidents in 2 states over the holiday weekend.
I really thought I was going to die. Everybody was screaming, crying.
This ride at a Memphis carnival malfunctioning, leaving teens dangling, holding on for their lives, and some falling from their seats.
My youngest daughter is hurt bad.
Sean Owen's daughter, with a broken wrist and neck injury, is one of 6 children rushed to the hospital. This within hours of another carnival accident in Chicago.
EMS Plan 1 for the multiple injuries at the carnival.
6 children were hurt, hitting their heads when a roller coaster came to a sudden stop. In all, that's 6 scares at amusement parks and carnivals in the last month alone, including the tragic death of a 10-year-old on the world's largest water slide in Kansas.
I've got 30 kids that have fell from the Ferris wheel.
And 3 more children hospitalized when these buckets on this Ferris wheel in Greenville, Tennessee, somehow got stuck.
Majority of the incidents that occur on amusement rides today, whether at a fixed park or at a traveling carnival, are human error.
For now, that appears to be the case in this most recent accident in Memphis.
The ride operator panicked and hit a button that released the safety bars before the ride was actually in the cradle.
Elizabeth Herr, ABC News, New York.
A follow-up now to a sweet story. FSU wide receiver Travis Rudolph surprised his new middle school buddy with a gift today. Rudolph surprised Bo Paskey with a personalized Florida State jersey. Rudolph first met the 6th grader with autism when he visited Montfort Middle School in Tallahassee last week. Rudolph decided to eat lunch with Paskey when he saw him sitting alone. A school resource officer took a picture of the 2, which quickly went viral. The Paskeys also received tickets to tonight's game, and they will be in the stands watching Rudolph and the Seminoles take on Ole Miss. Very sweet. Well, still to come on your Suncoast News, breaking out of the typical 9-to-5 job, how some hard workers on the Suncoast are getting paid and staying active at the same time. The story is ahead.
What does it mean when New South Window says Factory Direct?
It means we have a factory.
It means we eliminate the middleman.
It means you get an award-winning, energy-efficient window at factory direct pricing.
Plus, New South windows are made in Florida.
Ford Florida Home.
By Florida workers.
Because we know Florida weather.
Bring your measurements this Saturday from 9 to 4 to get huge discounts. New South Window. We manufacture, we install, we guarantee. Call now.
They say good things come to those that wait. Well, you've waited long enough. You deserve to feel fabulous in your fashionable new Fiat 500X from Alfa Romeo Fiat in Sarasota. Boldly innovative, seductively stylish. Fiat gives you everything you'd expect from a capable utility vehicle, like a spacious interior and advanced safety systems, designed and built like a sexy little sportster. Don't wait any longer. You deserve to feel fabulous. Get a new Fiat at Alfa Romeo Fiat of Sarasota.
We've been slow smoking over oak for more than 45 years. And while sticking to tried and true traditions is kind of our thing, it doesn't hurt to throw something new in the smoker every now and then. Come get some slow smoked chicken wings at Sonny's Barbecue. Order them as an appetizer or as part of a combo with pork, baby back ribs, or both, starting at $10.99. Sonny's Barbecue, local pitmasters since '68.
You only have one life. Are you gambling with it? 1 in 3 adults have high blood pressure. Not knowing your numbers could cause you to lose, big time. Luckily, you can turn the odds in your favor by getting your blood pressure checked today. Don't leave your health to chance. Learn more at heart.org/HPB.
They took that stress and that tension when I was particularly feeling very bad after that nasty car accident, and it was such a relief to know that I didn't have to bear that burden alone, that I had help.
Our goal is to not just get a satisfactory settlement on their case. We want them up on their feet, happy again. They've gotten their life back.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. We promise we're more than a dealership. We're a destination with a movie theater, massage room, aquarium, cafe, and more. We promise to give you top dollar for your trade, even if you don't buy from us. And if you do, we promise you the best deal. Bring us any competitor's ad and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
For many people, Labor Day means a day off of work. ABC7's Alex Redmond talked to some people in our community working today who say they not only get happiness, but a health benefit from what they do. Alex?
Thanks, Haley. Labor Day is a day set aside to pay tribute to working men and women, and for many, it's a welcome reprieve from work. But it is said that if you love what you do, you will never work a day in your life. And for healthy careers, there's a double benefit. How many of us can say we love our work?
Every single day when I wake up, I feel so fortunate, to do what I do, teach people to dance for a living.
Sid Pochus says elegance and respect attracted him to his 30-year ballroom dance career, but there's also major health benefits.
He has to be straight, he has to stretch his spine, he has to make sure he looks graceful and elegant, so the posture is very, very important.
Strength, flexibility, even confidence, says Pochus, are perks of picking up your feet.
It occupies your mind. You always listen to music, so you are in a way relaxed, in a way you are calm.
Then there are jobs that take a toll on health.
A typical day as a manager for Best Buy was sitting down a lot, most of 90% of the day running reports, and then the food selection was in the mall.
resulting in this.
And I was 50 pounds heavier than I am now.
Here at Round the Clock Fitness in Sarasota, fitness manager Dylan Simpson says you'd be hard-pressed to find a personal trainer that doesn't absolutely love what they do or get a huge health and fitness benefit.
It's going to be strength, flexibility, always being able to push yourself to the next level.
Group fitness instructor Lara Winter says teaching offers great cardiovascular benefits.
It's 1 hour of mixed martial arts set to music.
Winters also teaches hip-hop.
It keeps me healthy, it keeps me going.
You love what you do, so at that point there is no bad days.
And focusing on footwork, says Poches, in particular ballroom patterns, stimulates more than just the body.
It keeps your mind sharp, so it prevents from dementia, prevents from all the different illnesses, because your mind always has to think what kind of steps to do.
And there are other careers that offer healthful benefits. They include professional dog walking, sailing, and swim coaches.
And what are some other health benefits of these careers that we might not think about?
Yeah, one we wouldn't even consider would be the social aspects. Because when you're in some of these careers, you're out there, you're talking to people, you're interacting with people, so loneliness is far less. And I will say, as someone that was in full-time fitness for many, many years, it's just a great, great career because you're out there, you're moving, plus you're giving of yourself to other people. You're inspiring others to also get healthy and fit.
That's true.
It's a lot of fun.
It is a good environment. All right. Thank you, Alex. Now we'll head over to Steve and get a check on our forecast.
Hey, let's take a look at this tower cam from downtown Sarasota looking to the southeast, and that's a pretty impressive shelf cloud, part of a storm system moving in our direction. From our Lakewood Ranch webcam, we can see the developing of this during the afternoon. It started off as a beautiful day, late morning, early afternoon, but if we get around 5 o'clock, you're going to see the skies turn dark and things turn wet very quickly. We can see it on radar. It's part of an area of moisture coming in from the I-4 corridor that will be over us for another 2 or 3, maybe even 4 hours. Some of the strongest storms have been up over Pinellas County, moving over the Sunshine Skyway and all the way down into parts of Charlotte County, and it's going to be around for a while. This particular storm looks nasty over the Sunshine Skyway, but not as bad as this one. This moved south from Parrish in the last 30 minutes or so into the Lakewood Ranch area. It has a lot of lightning, so stay inside. A lot of these blue bolts are the positive, powerful lightning bolts that can be the most deadly, so be alert to that. In the southern part of our viewing area, we have some scattered thunderstorms moving toward Northport, Warm Mineral Springs, Port Charlotte. But you can see it's developing kind of a line moving to the south. So stay indoors if you're in the path of these storms, especially with the lightning. 90 degrees at Sarasota Bradenton International Airport. The dew point is 73. And our high today was a little warmer than normal, 92 if there is anything normal anymore. Last night's low 76. It's been as warm as 96 set back in 1923. Across the state, we are about the warmest here in Sarasota with a 90-degree reading, 83 at Miami, 86 at Panama City. And across our viewing area, there you can see Bradenton, Sarasota, about the warmest, 80s in most other places. We zoom into northern part of Sarasota and Manatee County. Anna Maria is 87, 89 at Longboat Key. Lakewood Ranch currently 90, but cooling off, I'm sure, as these storms pass by, giving some outflow. Southern part of the viewing area, Rotunda 84, Punta Gorda 86. Let's pull back and take a look at what once was Hurricane Hermine. It's now not a tropical system anymore. It's lost its tropical characteristics, but it's been messy for people in the Northeast all weekend, including today, Labor Day. As we move into the midweek, it is predicted to skirt Cape Cod, Buzzards Bay, but weaken as it does so. But that doesn't mean they won't have coastal flooding and a lot of rain and blustery winds before it all washes out in Atlantic Canada, the maritime provinces, by late in the week. We can see on the futurecast, it's swirling out there for the next 48 hours, and here it goes, clipping Cape Cod and parts of the tip of Long Island before moving out to sea. We only have one other area in the tropics that we're looking at, and it has a 0% chance of developing anything. It's this tropical wave moving over the Windward Islands. It has about a 20% chance of developing in the next 5 days. We'll keep a close eye on it, but the rest of the Caribbean and the Gulf of Mexico, no problems to speak of. We don't have any suspect areas that we need to worry about. Take a look at our RPM computer forecast. Well, first of all, look at this dry air coming into the north. Now that's going to cut off our rain for a couple of days, and we can see it clearly on our futurecast. Today the storms go by, then none. tomorrow, none on Wednesday as drier air moves over the area, and it will be with us right on until Thursday when we moisten up again and return to a more typical pattern for this time of year. Here's a 7-day outlook showing that we only have a 10% chance of showers and thunderstorms Tuesday and Wednesday as the dry air spreads over us, but we moisten up on Thursday and get back to more typical weather Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Haley?
Thank you, Steve. Now to Suncoast Traffic Watch. No accidents right now, but traffic is backed up a little on Fruitville Road near I-75 in Sarasota. Good news for anyone driving this Labor Day. Gas prices are at their lowest levels since 2004. The national average for a gallon of regular is $2.21. That is 20 cents cheaper than this time last year. The summer of low gas prices has meant big savings for drivers, almost $19 billion compared to last year. The average U.S. household is expected to pocket an extra $320 in savings this year, thanks to plunging gas prices. A sign the housing building boom in Southwest Florida may be headed for a slowdown. Right now, starts and closings remain positive, but permits, which is an indicator of future growth, those permits have started to taper off. Industry experts say the biggest reason for this market cool down is oversupply. As an example, in Collier County, housing inventory totaled around 1,900 units in the second quarter. That's about 10 months of supply, which is higher than 9 months of supply considered normal for that market. The maker of Gatorade now has an organic version of the neon-colored sports drink. It's called G Organic, I guess, and it comes in strawberry, lemon, and mixed berry flavors. Only has 7 ingredients, including organic cane sugar and sea salt. PepsiCo says the drink will be sold in select markets this fall. Everyone just trying to be a little bit healthier. Entertainment news is next.
The agents at SWC would like to show you pictures of all the homes that they've sold quickly for their clients. But they're just too many to show. Contact SWC today and find out for yourself. We just market your home better.
Tonight on ABC7 News at 7.
Our system of security is not a one and done kind of thing. It is a living system, so we will continue to make changes and improvements to it throughout the year.
Protecting Suncoast schools. We'll find out what measures the districts are using and the controversial measures that are being debated to respond to crises. I'm Alan Cohn. We'll have that story plus our roundtable discussion.
Tonight on ABC7 News at 7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Temperatures are rising, and the deals are hotter than ever during the summer clearance event at Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota. Get the all-new Chrysler Pacifica for just $26,999 and get an additional $1,000 off with a trade-in. Hurry! Time is running out to get the new Dodge Journey for just $15,999. And right now, get up to $10,000 off a new Ram Crew Cab. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota.
Hi, I'm Dylan Radican. The world is brimming with possibilities. That keeps me busy. My latest invention may be able to feed and sustain communities around the world. My team and I are always on the go, meeting new people and seeing new places. I produce films that I really care about. It's an honor to speak to audiences around the world. When people come together, meaningful work gets done. How do I do all this? Well, that part's easy. Hotelplanner.com.
Just because someone grows older, does that mean they have to grow apart from their friends or from the things they love to do? With Right at Home, it doesn't. Right at Home's professional team thoughtfully selects caregivers to help with personal care, housekeeping, meals, and most of all, staying engaged in life.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Are you ready to go?
Oh, I sure am.
We can provide the right care right at home.
It's Lincoln's summer sales event here at Alex Karras Lincoln. Drive a brand new 2017 Lincoln MKZ for only $299 per month, or a 2016 Lincoln MKX, Lincoln's premium sports utility vehicle for $339 per month. We also have a great selection of certified pre-owned vehicles. Drive with the confidence of a 6-year, 100,000-mile comprehensive warranty and complimentary roadside assistance. Alex Karras Lincoln, family-owned and operated, and winner of the prestigious 2015 President's Award. We are located 2 miles north of the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport on US 41.
Bill Cosby could learn the fate of his sexual assault trial tomorrow. The comedian will return to court on Tuesday near Philadelphia. The 79-year-old is accused of drugging and molesting a woman he mentored at Temple University in 2004. The charges come after Cosby's deposition in her lawsuit, unsealed last year. In it, the actor testifies about giving women alcohol or pills before sexual encounters. Cosby now hopes to keep the deposition out of the criminal trial. Defense lawyers say he only testified after being told he would never face charges, but a judge found he never had immunity. Rockers Daryl Hall and John Oates now have a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Oates says it's an honor to be part of the great Sidewalk of Fame. The duo has been turning out such classic hits as Rich Girl and Kiss on My List since the 1970s, and the two have produced 18 studio albums and 6 #1 singles. They're still on tour. Hall and Oates are set to play the Hollywood Bowl later this month. At the box office this weekend, horror once again took over. Don't Breathe took the top spot for the second week in a row, bringing in $15 million. Suicide Squad stays strong, coming in second with $10 million. And Disney's Pete's Dragon rounded out the top 3, bringing in $6 million. Casey Affleck and Manchester by the Sea are drawing rave reviews at the Telluride Film Festival in Colorado. The festival has become something of a launching pad for Oscar contenders and winners. Other actors and films creating some buzz at the festival include Miles Teller in the boxing drama Bleed for This, and Tom Hanks as a heroic pilot in Sully. Sounds like some good ones. We'll be right back.